Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are literally dismantling one of the most complex corporate structures in human history, Amazon. We're going to go way beyond those smiley brown boxes on your doorstep and map out the massive multi-industry ecosystem that has, quite frankly, completely rewired how we shop, compute, and, well, live.
To kick things off, just think about this number, $3.01 trillion. Yeah, trillion, with a T. As of May 2026, that is Amazon's market capitalization, making it one of the absolute most valuable public companies on Earth. But here's the thing, reaching a $3 trillion valuation, that doesn't happen just by shipping cheap electronics. Hitting this kind of astronomical scale requires a unique, incredibly powerful underlying engine that's firing on cylinders most consumers literally never see.
Seriously, let's look at the sheer velocity of this machine. In 2025, their annual revenue hit $716.9 billion. That was a 12% jump, and a massive historic milestone because it officially pushed Amazon past longtime titan Walmart as the world's top revenue-generating company. Q4 of 2025 alone pulled in over $213 billion. That was their first time ever shattering that ceiling in a single quarter. Net income? Up a massive 31% to $77.7 billion. And to keep this giant beast fed, they rely on a global workforce of roughly 1.56 million people powering that relentless fulfillment network. It's just staggering.
But, to really understand those numbers, we kind of have to dismantle a pervasive myth. The general public perception is still that Amazon is just an online shopping website, right? But the reality? It is actually a massive diversified tech platform that's basically masquerading as a retail store. Sure, it's an e-commerce giant, absolutely, but it's also a cloud computing titan, an AI platform, a massive ad agency, and a global logistics network.
So that whole platform is really built on 7 core pillars. You've got the original e-commerce marketplace, of course, and the fulfillment and logistics network keeping all those physical goods moving around the world. But then there's the digital side. AWS for cloud computing, digital content to keep you entertained, and their massive investments in AI and technology. Tie the whole shebang together with Prime subscriptions and a booming advertising business, and the genius of it becomes pretty clear. These aren't just separate companies. They're basically interlocking systems designed to keep you happily locked right inside the Amazon universe.
Section 2. The Hidden Profit Engine, AWS.
So Amazon Web Services, or AWS, is essentially the digital backbone of the modern internet. Think about it. Instead of tech startups, global banks, and governments blowing massive amounts of capital on building their own physical data centers, they just rent their infrastructure. Servers, storage, AI tools, they rent it all directly from Amazon. And the global demand for this outsourced infrastructure is, well, it's virtually limitless.
Which leads us to this absolutely critical insight. AWS is the real profit engine of Amazon. Look, the retail side is famous, obviously, but retail is a brutal, super low-margin game. AWS is the exact opposite. As a digital infrastructure provider, it commands incredible recurring revenue and sky-high profit margins. It is the ultra-lucrative cash cow that's secretly funding the rest of the empire.
Actually, when you look at it, every single interaction in their ecosystem is monetized. Sure, they make money directly on their own product sales, but they also collect huge commissions from third-party sellers on the marketplace. AWS brings in those high-margin cloud subscriptions we just talked about. Prime locks in steady monthly fees from all of us, and the ad segment generates absolute billions when sellers pay to rank higher in your search results. Even on the back end, they're charging those sellers fulfillment fees to pack and ship their items. Whenever a transaction happens anywhere in this ecosystem, Amazon takes a cut.
And this right here is a total masterclass in strategic diversification. What they're doing is using the massive, relentless cash flow generated by that low-margin retail business to directly fuel their high-margin tech pillars. Basically, the pennies they make on shipping you dog food give them the billions of dollars they need to build advanced robotics, dominate the AI space, and construct the world's largest logistics networks. It's brilliant.
Section 3. The core engine, the flywheel effect.
Okay, so picture a heavy metal flywheel. At first, it takes immense effort to push, right? But once it's spinning, its own momentum just takes over. This is the Amazon loop. Step 1, lower prices attract more customers. Step 2, because all the customers are there, third-party sellers naturally flock to the platform. Step 3, more sellers means vastly increased product selection, making the customer experience even better. And finally, Step 4, that massive volume allows Amazon to optimize their warehouses and servers, driving their own costs down, which, you guessed it, allows them to lower prices even more.
and the cycle repeats. It spins faster, it gets heavier, and it becomes completely unstoppable.
Now, lower prices might have started that wheel, but today it's being fueled by some massive accelerators. Fast delivery through Prime ensures absolute customer loyalty. I mean, once you're used to same-day shipping, every other retailer just feels kind of broken, don't they? But the most brilliant accelerator today is actually advertising. To get noticed among millions of items, third-party sellers pay Amazon for visibility. This injects this sort of artificial momentum into the wheel for the seller while simultaneously pouring pure, highly profitable ad revenue straight back into Amazon's pockets.
So, everything we've discussed today really falls under one overarching, let's call it ruthless, philosophy: customer obsession paired with ecosystem dominance. They relentlessly focus on rock-bottom prices, extreme convenience, and infinite selection. But the ultimate goal isn't just to make you a happy customer, it's total long-term retention. From hosting your startup servers to dropping fresh groceries at your front door, they want to ensure you never, ever have a reason to leave. So, we've seen the leap from a simple online bookstore to a $3 trillion titan of logistics, cloud computing, and AI. We've mapped out the flywheel and uncovered the hidden AWS profit engine. But if their entire model is predicated on total ecosystem dominance, where is the flywheel going to spin next? What massive legacy industry will Amazon set its sights on tomorrow? Healthcare, real estate, finance. It is a truly fascinating and maybe slightly terrifying question to ponder. Thank you so much for joining me to break this all down today. Keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.